All right, so the next build is interesting, and it's a little out of the box, but I find it fascinating. I really like this one, and it has a lot of comfort as well because a lot of parts are interchangeable. It has a lot of slots. It is primarily, for me, weakness exploit 5. It has Lord's Fury Resuscitate. It has Gormagala Frenzy, and it also have Resentment and a new Udra blood bad blood bonus or whatever it is. So what you're leveraging here is a 3 set. These are all beta sets from the different Apex monsters, and it gives you plus 48 attack when you're inflicted with a bad status, which is usually the Gormagala set's Frenzy. So while afflicted with the Frenzy, you get extra 48 attack. And you lose this once you overcome it with the antivirus from the Gormagala set. You get plus 25% affinity, and then the 48 attack drops off. So either way, you always get a bonus. It does make the calculation a little weird. So you're never gonna reach the top attack power for this. But never say never. There's a potential for it to still happen if you're actually afflicted with something else besides Frenzy. Say you're on fire. If you're on fire, then you still get the plus 48 attack. And I imagine you also get Resentment. I've definitely seen this before. But currently, from testing it in the training area, it tops out at about 1,432 attack. So you're stacking Resuscitate and Resentment, Counter Strike 3, and Offensive Guard. It has between 40 to 65% affinity, 40 at base, because I have a 10% weapon plus the 30% from maximum might, and then the extra 25% from the overcoming the Gormagala set. And then if you add weakness exploit, which is 30, you potentially have 95% affinity. So that's pretty great. And you know, if you put in the corrupted mantle, if it's still giving the 10%, then clearly you can get 100% affinity plus. Now, anytime you get that extra 25% from the Gormagala set, just remember that if that's the only ailment that was affecting you, then you no longer have the 48 attack power from Resuscitate. So, you know, you have less affinity in that sense. However, if you happen to be afflicted with something else, like burning or maybe blast blight or some other thing, then you still get the attack bonus and you still have the extra bonus from the Gormagala set. So yeah, that's rather interesting. And what's great about this set, it uses these different Apex sponsors armors, and it's kind of modular. It has a lot of different slots, and you can take out weakness exploit, which I don't recommend because it has such great uptime as long as you're playing it the good way. You're, you know, attacking weak points. You can just replace it with Agitator 5. Just take all the, you know, weakness exploit out and then trade in the exploit charm with oh my gosh, the Agitator charm, and yeah, then you get Agitator 5 if you want. But I suggest sticking with weakness exploit because this is more controllable on your part. You can't really control how monsters get mad, or rather you can if you know how to do that, but I think that weakness exploit is more reliable, better uptime. Now let's talk about the last one. The last build set I have here is you know, playstyle dependent, and it's not that interesting, but it's still something that should be tried out. It is the Doshigoma powerhouse bonus. So it has weakness exploit 5. It has the Gormagala set bonus, and it uses the Doshigoma's powerhouse bonus. So it comes with the Guardian Doshigoma Helm beta, Arc Vulcan Male beta. It has Guardian Doshigoma Braces beta, and Gore Coil beta and Gore Greaves beta. And we are of course at Counter-Strike 3 Maximum Might 3, and it also has heroics at level 2. I don't recommend using heroics because you have to be at 35%, but hey, it can naturally happen, and then you get extra attack power. This one tops off at about 1384 attack with 40 to 65% affinity, and then theoretically up to 95% affinity if you're getting that 30% bonus for targeting weak spots. But in order to activate the bonus from the powerhouse, you have to be able to successfully clash, and that is something that is part of Greatsword's set of playstyle. And it looks to be, the powerhouse looks to be like a extra 48 attack. So yeah, not bad, nothing to sneeze at. So yeah, these are the sets that I've been using. Hopefully you'll try them out and, you know, see what works out for you. It's just kind of amazing to see them hit such high numbers. That's like, oh, that's kind of exciting, but it's very niche in theory. I mean, trying to get I guess I didn't talk about this in the set that uses the Resuscitate and Gore Frenzy and Resentment. If the monster is agitated, you could potentially hit a 1504 attack, which is kind of crazy, but it's very niche. I don't think that you could, the times where you can pull that off and actually hit the monster is probably pretty low, as some of these buffs go away very quickly. Their uptime is not the best, but the fact that the potential is there is amusing to me. So yeah, check this out, and I hope you guys play more Monster Hunter Wilds, and yeah, hopefully we can get even more interesting sets to play with. Sometimes these monsters really don't live long enough for us to really enjoy all the power that we put into it, but it's still fun to kind of build these things and figure them out. So I'll talk to you guys later.